Welcome back, Musketeers. Bear with me. I just got off of like a 12-hour workday. I'm tired, but I wanted to get this favorites video in because I didn't get to do one last month because I was in Walt Disney World, and I didn't want to put it off again because I have so many favorites to share with you today. Thank you for joining. If you're new to the favorites video, what I do is every month I recap what were the things I was loving most in the month. I try not to do repeats, but honestly, I still genuinely stand by everything I've talked about in all my favorites videos from last year, this year. So this is like September, October favorites. Things have just been crazy. My next video will be a recap video explaining what's been going on, how are my Disney trips, and everything else in between. So I wanted to just like break down what I have been loving the past 2 months. Now I will start off by saying I'm not including anything but one that I bought in Walt Disney World because I just recently uploaded that haul video. So if you haven't checked that out yet, I'll link that up in the eye and down below. The only thing that I'm going to mention are these ears, and they kind of represent all the 50th merch. This was the first thing I bought. This was one of those things I was so happy to get, and that are these beautiful Loungefly ears. They're so comfortable, guys. I wore them every day but one since I've gotten them, and I love, love, love it. Love Goofy on either ear. Now, he's upside down here, I know, but a lot of the characters were upside down in a lot of the ears. We went through all of them to find the best ones for each of us, and this was definitely the best for me. I love these ears. I love so much of the 50th merch. I still have more to come. I cannot even believe what came in the mail today. So stay tuned for those haul videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out. I forgot to mention that this is both Disney stuff and like non-Disney stuff. It's the best of both worlds here. Something that really came in handy for me in the month of September was a pair of shoes that I wore to one of my best friend's weddings. I was on my feet from 4 o'clock in the morning. You heard me, till about 2 o'clock in the morning. It was the longest day, but it was such a fun day, and I could not have gotten through it without these shoes. I was a bridesmaid, so I had to wear a tan pair, and luckily it could be any kind that we wanted. And I got these. They're Kelly and Katie. I got them from DSW. These are so comfortable. Now I will say it probably was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and my feet started to get agitated, but honestly it wouldn't have mattered what I was wearing, they were gonna get agitated. But because this was a block heel, it was definitely more comfortable. It is a tall heel, but it worked with my dress because my dress was long. I wore these on the dance floor. I did not take these off until, oh God, probably like midnight, 11 p.m. and then I switched to flip-flops, but these were my go-to, and I'm like surprised they didn't really even get dirty. Now I did size down a half size, so I usually wear a 9, a 9.5 depending on the shoes. I got these in an 8.5 and they were perfect. You can get them on DSW. They weren't a terrible price either, and I will definitely be wearing these again. Okay, another pair of shoes. So it's a very long story, but I'm having some issues with my knee, and I've been trying to wear really comfortable shoes to work and just out and about. And these I have been living in. They go with so much. They're Steve Madden's, which I know I have mentioned in favorites before, but I don't think I've mentioned this pair. They're like these suede leopard ones. I mean, come on, how fall are these? I've gotten so many compliments on them. I think they came from, yeah, they came from TJ Maxx. These are an 8.5 as well. Are they? Yeah, these are also an 8.5 because they do run a little bit big. I have Steve Madden's in an 8. They're too small. 8.5 and 9. 9's a little big, so I go 8.5, but they're so soft and I've been getting so many compliments on them. When I was in Walt Disney World, I forgot my beloved Soap and Glory foot lotion, which definitely has been in a favorites video. So I was like, oh man, what do I use? And I've never really used the lotion that they give you in the resorts, but let me tell you, I've been using it. I used one bottle completely in the room, and I've been using this as my hand cream because I always have to put cream on my hands after I wash them when I go to the bathroom. And it's the H2O Sea Salt Body Lotion. Now, yes, you can get these at the resort, and I think all different resorts have different scents, but you can also buy the bigger sizes too. And Shop Disney will usually do some deals. So this is just the sea salt one. I think the grapefruit bergamot is really good too. That's the one my sister really likes, but this one, I don't hate it. And it's so funny whenever I use it. One of my coworkers like, I smell the Disney resorts. And another one of my coworkers like, can I please have some? Because they really like the scent. So I wouldn't, sea salt's an interesting Yeah, it's like, oh, it just smells like a Disney Deluxe resort. Honestly, I stayed at Old Key West and I got this. So I know when I stayed at Art of Animation, it was a different kind, but I really like this one. This, good stuff. Let's talk about some bags, and I will tell you that in the upcoming hauls, some bags is an understatement of what I'm going to be showing. The backpack that I used on both of my Disney trips in early September and then September, October for the 50th, this was the backpack that I used, the big one. I also brought Loungeflies. This was the big one I used. I got this as a Christmas gift in 2019, and I used it for the first time with these 2 trips, and I love it. Let me tell you. Hands down, the most complimented backpack I have ever worn. That's including Loungefly, Danielle Nicole, big backpacks. This is the most complimented because it's got all the VHS covers of like the classic stuff. But why I really like this, not just for the pattern, is it has 2 of these guys on either side. And it was really convenient for my sister and I because she's allergic to the water down there, so she can only use water bottles. So I kept one for me and one for her, and it was perfect. And then we just stored the other ones in our backpacks because it was easier access for the both of us. It was fantastic. It has the laptop compartment on the inside. This is one of my favorite backpacks. So I think, where did he get it? I don't know if he got it on Shop Disney. We did also see it in Disney Style, again, 2019 of December of 2019, but I haven't seen it since, so I'm sorry. I don't know if you can still get this. I mean, you might be able to find it on like a third-party seller, but hands down, my favorite big backpack. I got so many Dooney bags recently. There's a bunch of new bags you're gonna see on the way. It's crazy. They're all Dooney. I think they're all Dooney and Bourke. I love Dooney and Bourke bags, and I feel like 2020 was the year of Loungefly. 2021 is the year of Dooney and Bourke's, and I use these bags every day. Since I have been back from this 50th trip, I have used this one that my friend Betty got for me. It's the Jared Mariamu bag. It's just so fun. It's so stinking cute. It's so nostalgic. I love the colors in it. I love that it's a zip top closure. I can fit everything I need. I'm a big purse kind of girl, so I'm loving this one. And if you saw my first Walt Disney World haul video, I got a crossbody Dooney and Bourke bag, and I have been using that one a lot too. And it's so funny because they're both like this blue and like, I was gonna say wood, brown themed, which is perfect for fall, and they go with so many outfits. So they're both gonna be in the favorites. And guys, wait till you see what's coming. Oh my gosh, the next haul that I do. Okay, so I had to awkwardly switch to another camera now, and it doesn't work with that tripod, so I have it on this tripod and I have to keep it here, so don't mind the awkwardness now of this position. I don't know what got cut off. If anything got cut off, I will just put it in my next favorites video. I want to talk about these snacks from Walt Disney World. My sister and I watch The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise every week. It's a big tradition that we've been doing for years. We fell out of it for a little bit, and then during the pandemic we started again, and it's been very special. It's our sister time of the week, and sometimes we get snacky during it. And when we went in September, we were really into the season of Bachelor in Paradise. We were like, let's buy a Disney snack and then have it. And it was great. And this is a brand new one, and you guys, I'm obsessed with it. It is the lemon burst cookies. Oh, these are so delicious. Now you can only have like 2 at a time. Oh, but they are so amazing. And actually I'm just seeing they're wheat and gluten free, which is probably why they don't bother me as much. They're lemony. If you don't like a lemon flavor, you probably won't like these, but they're really, really good. We only have like 4 left, enough for probably the night that you're seeing this, actually, for The Bachelorette, which is not a great season. But the snacks are great, and I'm just sad we didn't get more of these on our second trip. We were like, oh, we've got plenty, and then we didn't have plenty, but I'll probably be picking these up again when we go in December. I have some other food things to talk about too. I want to just give a shout out to my friends at Dunkin'. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I work with Dunkin'. They're one of my partners, and I rave about them for a reason. I need my Dunkin' in the morning. It's right near my house. I always stop there. Back in 2019, I would get like some rides to work from someone, and he would always go to Dunkin' on the way there. It's just part of my everyday vocabulary, and I love this cup. Hocus Pocus I need Dunkin' to focus. I love the Disney reference to it, the Halloweenness, but also I'm probably just gonna use this all year round. The only problem I have with this, it's hand wash only, but it's okay. I actually used it earlier, so I do need to wash it, but I love my Dunkin' colors on it. I love the Hocus Pocus. I love the Dunkin'. It's all good things. I'm very open about when I do any kind of partnerships or endorsements. If you see it on Instagram, it will say paid, or I will have the hashtag ad. And I just want you guys to know that I will never endorse anything that I don't fully support. I turned down so many the past couple of weeks because of that. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to like tell you guys about stuff that I don't use myself or I don't like, but Dunkin' is a big one. So I love Dunkin' pumpkin muffins, and during the pandemic I was trying to duplicate a recipe, and this is really great if you don't want to get crafty with stuff, you just want to use what comes in a kit, and these muffins are fantastic, you guys. This comes from Libby's, which has my favorite canned pumpkin. I really love this kit. It could be a little sugary for me. I make the streusel ones, pumpkin streusel muffins for my loved ones. They absolutely love it. I can't have as many of these as I can. I think I showed these last favorites video, the Simple Mills ones. These are like, if you have dairy issues, if you're diabetic, these are great for that. This, if you don't have any health issues, you're gonna love this. In fact, I'm gonna make these for one of my friends and see if he likes it, because he loves pumpkin too. I'm interested to see his opinion on that. But you can make pumpkin bread with this, you can make muffins, you can make pumpkin streusel muffins. It's so good. It's so good, and everything you need comes inside. It's the can of Libby's, it's the special flour, I mean, you need to get the eggs and that kind of stuff, the oil, but most of the stuff you need is in this box. And you can get this at Target. You can get both of these at Target, and right now I think there's 20% off on the Simple Mills one. Before I forget, I got a lot of compliments today on my nail color. I don't know if you can see it in any of these videos, but I did want to show it. It is a favorite. It's from Essie. It's called Cliffhanger. So this is the one I've been using. I got it at, I think, Target, maybe Ulta, but probably Target, and it's just like a really pretty like fall color because it's fall, it's Thanksgiving season, and this is one that I'm definitely gonna be using a lot. Can we talk Halloween costumes? Because I had so much fun with the two that I was this year. I always have more than one. I had like a work one and then like hanging out with friends one. The first we did a food theme, which I was really excited about because I figured, okay, we have our two morning show jocks, so they can do breakfast foods because they're on with you during breakfast. My boss Patrick, he's on during lunchtime, so he was Lunchables, he was the hit. I'm on during dinner time because I do afternoon drive, so I was like a burger. Then John Lynch, who's on after me, he's like around snack time when you're watching TV and stuff, he was cheese puffs. And then we had an M&M, and we had a couple of others floating around, but we had so much fun with them. I wanted to do something that was going to be simple. I didn't have to worry about anybody's sizes. We can just slip them over, and we were such a big hit at our work event that we did. So I think we got them from Oriental Trading, but I know you can also get food stuff from Amazon. Honestly, I was like, just let's get the cheaper ones, because they can get really expensive costumes. And then I got one, guys, that I think maybe one of my favorite costumes. If not my favorite, it's in the top 3 because I have a lot of costumes. I have a costume closet. That's how intense I am. And it was my Cruella de Vil costume, thanks to HalloweenCostumes.com or Fun.com. They're the same for making this happen. It is by far the best Cruella costume I have seen, because a lot of them you get the Dalmatian jacket, but that's not what she wore in the animated movie. I wanted the fur coat with the black dress. I didn't wear red heels because you can't see it with the dress, but my knee was kind of busted, so I had to wear flats, but it was a big hit. I did not go with the Disney wig. If I can find the stuff that I got, I will put it in the description box below. I didn't use the Disney wig because I had really bad reviews, so I got this other wig and it was fantastic. One of my coworkers wants me to wear it every day for work, which is a little weird. But it was a comfortable costume. The gloves did not come with it. I had them for the Red Queen, Queen of Hearts costume I did a couple of years ago. But let me tell you, it was so comfortable. We were outside on the beach at Gatsby on the Ocean, and it was the perfect costume. I won a costume contest. Like, it was a good night for me. So I'm filming this, and this is probably terrible now with the lighting and the tripod being here, but I'm filming this after a very long day of work, and I just like quickly touched up my makeup, and I used this powder, which was going to be in my favorites anyway. It's from L'Oreal. It's their Age Perfect Creamy Foundation. I love this line a lot. The concealer I've been using a lot is from this, but this powder is great. It doesn't make my face look dry. It's great if you just want to touch up a little bit. It's great for the under eye. I wear shade 300 Ivy. I also have the higher shade too, but now that my tan from the trips is wearing off, this is the shade that I've been turning to. I've traveled with this. It has a mirror on the inside. This is fantastic. Highly recommend this stuff. Quickly, the entertainment portion. I always try to throw in, if I remember on these favorites videos, Cruella. You guys, if you have not seen the live action Cruella, see it. I was skeptical, honestly, because so many of the live action films I am not a fan of, but this one, so well done. I think it was the best of all the live actions. The music's phenomenal, the costumes, the wardrobe, the acting, the plot. Highly recommend. I will say too, I did watch Black Widow again, and I don't know if I mentioned it on this channel, but I wasn't the biggest fan when I saw it in theater. I liked it better in theaters. Oh guys, I'm so tired. In theaters. But I liked it better the second time around. And after talking to David Harbour at Comic-Con, which that video and haul's on the way, I love it even more. Like, his behind the scenes stories were great. I know on Disney Plus they have the assembled, like putting it together. I want to watch that. Haven't gotten a chance to yet, but I did watch Muppets Haunted Mansion, which I thought was very clever. Let me give a shout out to the technology I've been loving this month. This camera, which is only the camera I use for vlogging and going to Disney, Comic-Con, stuff like that. It's the Canon G7X. I got a bundle kit and it's a bundle of joy for me. It has been fantastic. If I can link that, I don't think the Amazon link's up anymore, but if it is, I'll put that in the description box below. And I had to get a new MacBook. My Mac just completely died. It was not a pretty price tag, but it was so worth it because now it's quicker for me to edit and it's just like thinner and just like more convenient. And I got the MacBook Pro 13, which honestly I wouldn't recommend unless you're like editing videos. Either one of these things I wouldn't necessarily recommend. I'm pointing to the camera. Do you guys know that I was pointing to the camera? That's what either one of these things was. I wouldn't recommend the camera or the laptop if you're not really doing stuff like this, because I think it's just like a waste of money, honestly. I don't know, maybe you like Macs and cameras and stuff and it's your thing, but for me personally, I would not have gotten if I wasn't doing this. So I'm rambling now. I think we're gonna wrap up this video. I've got hauls on the way, I've got vlogs on the way, I've got a lot more fun. I'm doing a recap of my Disney trips and all that jazz coming soon with my sister. Did I mention hauls? Because oh my goodness, I have piles in my living room of stuff, and actually in this room too. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're doing well. The holiday season is almost here. Stay tuned for some holiday finds I think you'll like. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I do plan on doing a 50th anniversary for Walt Disney World giveaway coming soon and a couple of other things. So subscribe so you don't miss anything. Give this video a thumbs up if you like these favorites videos. And yeah, I will talk to you really soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Christina K. Have a Disney day. It's so awkward saying that here.